Mick was my best friend. I met him in my junior year of high school and we became close friends very quickly. We had nothing in common. He was big and jolly while I was more reserved and calculating. We often walked the 4 miles from Almsville to Turner and back again, not because we couldn't drive, it just gave us a chance to share life. He kept talking about his girlfriend's best friend and he wanted us to meet. The more he pushed, the more I resisted. But he didn't give up. I was shy and I rarely dated, so this was a real scary thing for me. Then one day, Mick finally got his way. It was raining, so I wasn't working, and there was a kids' camp going on, so Mick invited me to be a counselor with him. When I arrived, she was there. The most beautiful thing God had ever created, and she was shyly looking my way in hopes that I would return her gaze. We were playing a kids' game called Cat and Mouse, which is a little like Drop the Hanky, and we were it. Mick has since passed away, but his introduction of Carolyn and me changed my life. This is a model for the way we're supposed to introduce others to Jesus. Today we often use sales techniques instead of friendship to share who Jesus is to us. But he instructed us to make disciples as we live life. Then Jesus came to them and said, "All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always, to the very end of the age." That's Matthew 28, verses 18 through 20. To disciple is to share life as friends. There's no room for a sales pitch in this model. It's not a picture of two strangers passing in the night. It's a picture of two friends sharing life, learning through example, introducing one friend to other friends. Mick and I shared life closely for 2 years, and then off and on as we each went our separate ways. We talked about everything. He was my campaign manager. We skipped school together. He introduced me to my new best friend. I can never repay him for that investment in my life. But without his friendship, my life would never have blossomed as it has. And I will be forever grateful. This business of sharing Jesus starts with sharing life. Only after we have earned the trust of a friend can we lead him or her to a relationship with our friend, Jesus. Mick's introduction effort changed my life, but I resisted it until I saw for myself that he was right. If he had not demonstrated that he had my best interest at heart and demonstrated that he knew what he was talking about, I would never have met my life partner. So continue to love people as they come into your life. If you can see how a relationship with Jesus would enhance their life, find ways of connecting them. The good news really is that. Bye-bye.